Welcome to another Island Spotlight. My name is Sarah and I'm from Lady Cadence Island, but today we're going to be looking at another player's island. And I'm going to start right back here in the top right of her Orchid Island where she's got this beautiful India set. I really love this set so much. So colorful. I love the tropical elements. And she's got it right up by the beachy area, which I think is smart to do with a tropical scene. Now she's got a great entryway coming in here. It looks like the path tucks behind these trees, goes in, got the nice towers, and then beautiful, beautiful tropical plants everywhere, so it's very lush and packed in feeling, but in a good way. I also love her water feature here, and that's what I'd like to focus on first, is her use of water on her island. I think it's really cleverly done. She's got natural water around this little fountain, so it just gives it a really unique look that I think is really pretty. She's added in those lily pads as well. You can always get those from the regular shop, the permanent shop, and the flower section. And then if you scoot back up here, she's also got some great unique water features. This makes it look like the water is actually coming in right from the shore. So she's done a really smart thing there of putting the house right up to the edge so it covers that. And then it makes it look as though the water's coming right up to the shore. Now she does have a tile back there. I'm not sure what that's doing there. I wouldn't necessarily have that there. Another cute example of water, she's used this bridge which has water on one side of it in the front, and then it just kind of goes to the back here where it looks just like a natural little pond that it's covering. Really pretty. Love all the paths, of course, that go in naturally to these buildings, the cute little characters. She's got this cute little guy on the bench here, which is adorable. The playground right by this library with a different path intersecting it, which is also very pretty. Now, my only suggestion would be whenever you have two different styles of paths that intersect, I like to have some kind of a bush or a tree or something that kind of covers that edge, so it doesn't look like such a harsh edge on there. This is all pretty. And she's got this water feature here too, I love, right behind the salon with lots of little characters in it playing. She's done a really nice job of making it a very natural edge where it looks really pretty. And then it flows through, almost looks like it flows through all the way to this side as well. And she's made smart use of these reeds because then you can't tell that the water ends at that bridge point. It looks like it does flow all the way through. So that's another clever idea to do with your water that I think is really smart. All right, here's another beautiful example of a water feature. And I love how she's got these little tulip borders going around it. So you've got nice symmetry. And it's just a really pretty piece. All right, another great feature with water. She's got these grottos that flow into each other. It looks like they do. It gives the impression that they're flowing into each other. Really smart because you've got a natural break in it, or a natural camouflage with the tree from the grotto that covers up the previous one. Again, you've got great use of bridges and the reeds to make it look like the water kind of flows all the way through. So love her use of water on her island. Now this is another favorite section of mine on her island. I love the use of the canoes up here, the little girl with the rocks, the person fishing. It all looks so perfect how it goes in together with, it looks like a stream, just super natural looking. There's no harsh edges anywhere or squared off edges. She's done a good job with the shoreline here. Lots of pretty trees bunched tall, which always is good. And then this little building here covers the edge of that bridge, so it looks natural. The pathway looks natural going up there. Cute little table with the umbrella in it. The only problem with this is that it's got the squared off edge. It almost has to be connected to the path that it matches, or else you do have a very squared off look. It's cute to have that picnic table there by the winery. Really, really pretty. Love the boat coming through here. Love her use of the orchard spread out a little bit, so it's just pops of that red. Beautiful with the boat and the dock here. I really love that element. And then she's got a nice little kind of section over here. It naturally flows up on these stairs, so it's like a natural progression or a path that makes you think you're going up a hill. It's a really cute little cafe there, or dining area, and then it just naturally flows into this gated kind of little cemetery area, where she highlights her Halloween stuff, but they're not over the top, so it looks really cute. I really like how she's done that. A pathway from the aviary going down. Now this section, I wouldn't have the piano with that tile there. It doesn't quite match as well. If you're going to do the piano, you probably want a bush or something in front of it so you kind of hides that tile, or keep it in with a section where they have the black tile would look a little better probably. I also probably wouldn't do the paths side by side. I do love how she's got this trellis that goes up into the little greenery here, or the greenhouse, because it looks like it just naturally flows up into it. So it's a great use of combining two different decorations that make it look like they go together. Again, when you've got different paths combining, it's always nice to have a tree to soften the edge. So right here you see there's a pretty sharp edge right there and a lot going on. Now, one thing I would recommend, or a couple things, I would definitely recommend getting grass so you don't have just squares randomly placed. You can always fill in with grass just to make it have a nice smooth edge. That always looks nice. Again, this little guy, he really needs to be with his tile. Like this could be scooted down to this square here, and then it would all combine really in a smooth way and a natural way. I also would make this area more of a feature. Now she's got this cool little pathway up to the bathhouse. What I would do instead is use this same style with these hedges and these beautiful planter urns here. Take the bathhouse down as well. Move this path with these hedges coming up the side down to really highlight your estate instead. Make a feature of the fountain. And if you're going to do a pool, I probably would scoot out all these barn items, stick them probably in the back where that bathhouse was, put the bathhouse down here, and then put in some of this pathway here instead of having it here, this I don't remember the name of it. Anyways, got the little grassy edge. I would put that around it with a waterfall column and your bathhouse, so it looks like it's all one big feature area kind of the estate. And then you could put your chairs behind this path because they've got the little grassy edge. Again, this little torch area, I would put that along with possibly even this in a setting around using that path so that they connect with it, and it will look like it matches better. I would take out that stone completely again and replace it with that path. Use the hedges and possibly some other features of hedges to really highlight this entry into the estate, so it's a real big statement piece. Now she's got a nice wall here, which is really pretty, and that is a nice entry. I might scoot it forward just slightly and then make a lot of use of this space. You could do a lot of borders and flower items that would really highlight it some more in a creative way. I do love these planters right here and the arch with the wall on it. That's a great idea. And then the bushes around it. It's a really nice symmetrical look. It's very pretty. And then I also really like this little section back here where it's kind of like its own little town area again. She's done a great job of using paths to connect all of her buildings in a way that you could actually walk around her town. She's done a great job of using some of these little flower borders. And again, my favorite feature that she has used is the water. She's done a tremendous job using her water and making it really flow naturally and really making them statement pieces throughout her island. I wouldn't have a building that has a path end right there sharply. If you wanted to do that, I'd scoot it over a tiny bit and put a tree there just to cover where that ends. And again, also these tile, they kind of need to be in their own space probably, but that's all just my own opinion. You can take that or leave it. Cute little use of the town square here. She's got a lot of little moments that are really nice. This is a really pretty way of setting off this little restaurant area with the rainbow grove and this other little plant. It's very pretty. Little cars are kind of scattered throughout, which look really nice as well. Another really pretty section here. Again, and now I ran into the same trouble with this little tram. It doesn't connect as it should. I got around that by scooting it forward a little bit so that the path looks like it connected to the back, and it hides that a little bit. Oh, she's got a great use of the ticket booth right there too. That's so cute, from Botanical Bliss. Great use of borders and flowers here that I love. It's really pretty. I love the trees in there. Botanical Bliss clock. This is also a great way to use that checkerboard path where it's kind of inset in other places and it looks like that's the pattern that belongs. And it's not just loose, but it's like in its own little section. I think it's a really good use of that. Again, this is just like the little umbrella stand. This is actually meant, this little lady reading a book to her daughter is meant to be part of that rock pathway. It would look better if you had another one connecting it. Made use of that fire truck, always smart. Remember, those are very high flower count items. The little gas pump near it, that looks cute. That's a great combination. And then the parade she's got coming down the side. And you've got hidden that where it has that extra path connecting. That's a really smart use of that as well. So there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. A really pretty island overall. And again, my favorite part of her island is her use of water. I think she's really done a clever job with that. And some of these little pull-out scenes are really, really beautiful and places I would love to go and visit myself. So thanks for watching. I'll be posting more of these again. As a reminder, if you would like to have your own island spotlighted, feel free to drop a comment below or message me via Facebook. All my info is on my YouTube channel, which is at Lady Cadence Island. So contact me and I'll be glad to feature your island as well. Thanks again.